Okay, so you have Colin Gamble just joining for the commentary. Matt Harmon will be joining in soon. We're got Phil Thorp, Jason Tanaskovic, 2-all, race to 8, round 3. Pretty tight match this fifth frame. Looks like Jason's in control at the moment, but still a little bit of work to do for the win. Sorry for the delay in commentating, folks. It seems everyone's still in bed this morning. Only the players are here, so we had to scrape up myself and Matt Harmon last minute.
Morning, guys. Matt Harmon here. So, Cole, who do you think's, it's 2-all, obviously. Who do you think's going to win this match? You'd put JT as favourite, I assume, but yeah, I haven't seen much of his play this weekend. Have you?
No, I haven't. I definitely have JT as favourite. I think I've watched the first few frames in this match, and Phil's had some chances to get a bit of a lead and hasn't capitalised, and JT has. Still early days, but yeah, you definitely have to have JT as favourite. I think Phil's definitely coming back into form though after having a break for a while, and he's been in the trials the last couple of years, but he's slowly finding his form again.
Yeah. Yeah, well, JT's obviously got control of this frame here. I think he can actually play this shot, the first yellow into the black, to pop the yellow over the hole and leave the yellow on. It's quite a delicate shot, but I think it's on.
Yeah, I definitely think it's the way to go.
Oh.
Obviously hasn't quite worked out, but still largely in control.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think needed a little bit more time and attention, that shot, than what was given.
Yeah. I think Phil, in this situation here, Phil's got to basically get some cover, either put a red over near the yellow, which is what he's done.
And a bit of distance, yeah.
But I think JT can actually play the yellow into the jaw, and I think it's going to squeeze. And it's quite a tough shot from that distance. And he wants to be careful not to hit the yellow into the black and the yellow land behind the black.
Yeah, look, I agree. I think being hard up on the rail makes this a tough shot. But if he hits it at the right pace, he shouldn't leave too much on, even if he gets it wrong.
Yeah, he's played that well.
Yeah, couldn't have hit it any better.
Yeah. It's a bit of risk in that shot, but he had no choice from there, I don't think.
Did that nicely. JT takes the lead, 3-2. Sorry, folks, we're just having a bit of trouble updating the scores, but it is 3-2 to Jason. Jason to break in the 6th frame.
Jason's potted a red. It's a massive break. From there, I think he's got to go reds, even though that yellow probably does squeeze inside the red over the hole. But
yeah, I think you're definitely right. He doesn't have much option here. He's got to go reds. He's just got one really tough red underneath that yellow at the top of the table.
If you can put the white out.
That's probably a smart shot.
It is. It's quite clever. That's I thought JT would have went for that. He's quite an aggressive player, but that gives him complete control at the start of the frame. So now he can work on getting the other red out that's hampered by the yellow.
Yeah, look, I think definitely a smart shot, and he's also got the option later now of using that red that he chose not to pot to break out that red if the situation becomes available. I think Phil might like to play a foul here and take that pocket back, but we'll just have to see. If you're going to foul, it's probably a good time to do it early on.
I think he's got to play the yellow onto the red, give away the 2. JT will obviously have that red covered over that corner, and he's still got a red on the rail on the right hand side.
Looks like he's going a different way here, but I'd definitely be trying to get control back sooner rather than later. It's a nice pot.
Yeah, he's going to set this yellow up, but I don't agree with that shot. All JT's just going to do is give him 2 shots straight away. I can't see Phil getting his yellows out with 2 visits. So
yeah, it's not going to be a good enough control, like you said. He just has to drop this yellow in after Phil puts it over the pocket, and he's got complete control.
I think Phil actually went for that, but JT's just got to be able to...
Just got to be careful not to foul Snooky.
Yeah.
And I think it's definitely looking in his favour this frame.
So I think he can pot the yellow over the hole clean, but as you said, you've got to watch out for that foul Snooker. He's got to actually screw back a little bit.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
He has forced Phil here into having a go, though. He's got if he can pot this long yellow, he's got an opportunity to break out the other ones with his 2. So
yeah, he's got a natural angle. He's going to hit straight into that red, which is going to promote him quite nicely.
So he's got him out. Unfortunately, he's missed the first shot and it's covered his other yellow to the corner, but definitely what I would have done.
So it comes back to that first shot that Phil made, where he should have put the yellow over the red in the corner. Would have put all the pressure back on JT, and he wouldn't be in this situation he's in now.
I think he's got to go the plant here, and if he does, he's got a chance at the frame, but it's not an easy shot.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Great shot from Phil.
It's a good recovery shot.
Pretty sure after the yellow he just promoted goes into the middle, he can squeeze the other one past that red and straight back for the last yellow to the bottom left.
Yeah. Yes, I think he's got 2 options here. He can stun over to the right hand side of the table to go the long yellow to the left hand corner, or he can roll through to the middle. But it's safer just coming over to the right, just like that.
He's a bit close here with the transition from the yellow to the black.
Yeah, and he's too straight. I think the white's can actually run into the black.
I think I would probably roll through here and try to leave the white close to the red under the black and just take the black to the middle. But it's got to be a very smooth shot. and he's got to be careful to not run past.
I think he's actually got too much angle. I think the white's going to go into the black.
Yep. Oh, that's a great shot.
That's a nice stun run through shot there. He skewed that well.
Phil takes the 6th frame, so it's 3-all.
So we'll update the scores shortly. Cole's just going to go over and get Kenny, because we're not really sure how to do it at the moment. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank the Harmony German Club for providing the venue. Also to Mongrel at OnQ for providing the extra tables and setting them up on Friday afternoon. Okay, we'll just got given the instructions of how to update the scores, so we'll be doing that in a second. Feels unlucky there. He's had a really good spread and put the white straight in the centre, and it's a little bit of work to do here. I think both balls they're much for muchness really. The red's only because that red's over the centre, but I think the yellow actually does squeeze off the red, which will open right off. I don't think he'll do it this shot. I think he'll come off the yellow, off the red now, but he won't be able to hit it too firm because the cannon won't go if he hits it too firm.
I think he's got to hope for a little bit of luck here.
He just needs to push the red to the rail, and it should clear it. Yep.
It's a nice shot. He's even promoted the yellow that was very tight on the bottom.
So I think he can actually just drop this in and play the yellow across the table afterwards. Yep. So it's just going to be one good positional shot from the one on the rail across to the yellow on the right hand side near the black. He needs to just... I'm not sure if he can run up the table without snookering himself because he wants a bit of angle on the one down the rail.
Yeah. And so if he risks, if he stuns back,
he's going to leave it too. He's going to leave it too straight if he comes back.
Or pop that red.
So he might even be forced to come up the table and go the yellow near the black next, but then that's going to be quite a tricky shot to get back over to the yellow on the rail. But I think he's going to be forced to do that.
I think he might just be on that. It's hard to tell from this angle,
but he hasn't got much angle, so he's going to have to force it.
Yeah, no, it looks like he's...
I think he's going to play this bit of top right hand side. Oh, he might be too straight and screwing straight back. Yeah, it's a nice shot. Oh,
very unlucky.
It's unlucky. He actually hit that nice, but just ran that a little bit too far. So he'll hit this quite firm and try to get some luck here, I think. I know it's
a pretty good lead. I think he's obviously going to be snookered again very shortly. Phil will probably drop this red into the middle, run up the top for a snooker and promote a dead ball at the same time.
Yeah.
But Phil's also got to be careful with this white where it goes after such a fine cut. Oh no, it's gone.
Yeah, it's going to sneak it straight away.
Yeah. It's too easy to get out of it, mate.
It is, yeah. I think if I was Phil, this early in the match, I'll be having his next opportunity, I'll be having a go at the balls. You got to build some confidence and momentum, and you got to start backing your ability.
I think JT's got an opportunity here to put that yellow at least over the pocket and put the pressure back on Phil. Yeah, that's a very nice shot. He's left a bit of a gap.
Yeah.
Phil if he can work his way around, get under that yellow, but
yeah,
it's a lot of work to do.
He's got a hard he's obviously got the one to the middle first, but he wants to actually leave that there to get inside the yellow. But he might be, I think he's going to have to go the one in the middle and then use one of the top balls to get inside that yellow. Unless he's going to back himself and pot a long one now. No, he's going the snooker here, I think. No, he's going the pot.
I think he's got the shot to nothing out of that.
But again, JT can get out of this quite easily.
Yeah, I think the only thing JT's got to make sure of is he hits that yellow fairly full on, so he doesn't go in off. But other than that, it's a pretty straightforward shot.
He doesn't want to try for too much here because that's when that can go wrong. Yeah, he's tried for too much. He should have just been trying to hit that ball full instead of trying to promote it. So I think if Phil's got a shot to the red in the right hand corner, I think he might have a bit too much angle to screw into the red on the right hand top rail. I'm not quite sure. I can't quite see the angle from here.
He's got to be careful not to kill the black here.
Yeah, I think you play this firm and put the black in the middle of the table. Oh no, you're right.
He's killed it.
Yeah,
he needed to definitely hit that a bit firmer. But obviously now he's got the angle to clear up a few of the dead balls. It'll all come down to that black now, I feel.
Well, if he lands behind the black, it's no real trouble. But yeah, he's not playing with confidence because I think if he was confident, he'd be going the one down the rail right now. But he's just not backing himself. So he's gonna clear the yellow now and screw down to the top two. But then he's going to leave two balls on the rail, and then get down to the red that's down near the yellow now.
He's got to be careful here that the yellow doesn't kill that red to the right of it.
Yeah.
And that's a good shot.
Yeah.
I think, look, I know that's covered that red somewhat, but it's still a great position for the yellow because it takes the pressure off a bit here.
But he's still got two shots, so I think it would have been preferred to have it a little bit more open. But
I'd probably be opting to double the red out near the yellow and then pot the top red, and then you've got a dead yellow the rest of the game. Oh, wow. That's a big shot. Big shot.
So I think now he'll just promote that red, use his two, and then if he gets down a nice position on the black, he should be able to play it without leaving a shot in the yellow. Oh, he's played that a bit firm.
Look, I think here he's still got a lot of work to do, but I think he can definitely leave Jason with not much if he has to promote either of those last two reds down the bottom of the table.
Does he try to move that red now, or does he just come up to pot? Yeah, he's tried to, but he's hit the draw.
I think you've got to go the double here and promote the black.
Yeah.
And you've got to be careful not to pot the black, of course. But you're not going to leave Jason any kind of decent shot, and this is a chance to take the frame.
He's not going to promote the black. He's on the double. He's missed it.
Bottom on it, yeah. Yeah, I think Jason's a bit unlucky that red's over the middle. Otherwise, he could just play this double pocket weight down to the bottom red. But now he leaves Phil. He doesn't leave Phil the angle.
I think he's just got to hit the left-hand side of it.
On Phil here, but if I was Phil, I'd be rolling this in with top just coming back out to the middle of the table to have a cut on that red. I wouldn't be trying to do anything too fancy.
Oh, I think he's left that on.
Yeah, I think you could be right. It looks fairly natural to get on the black from here if he has to. He's just got a bit of top left.
That must be tight. Oh wow.
He's gone for a JT special, but
Yeah.
hasn't quite worked out
He's,
that time.
That yellow was actually going straight in if he didn't hit the white, but all he was trying to do was leave the white up the top of the table, which he's got a little bit of a result, except for the yellows not over the hole, obviously.
I think Phil's got to promote, well, cut that red across to the corner, but also put a bit aside so he doesn't leave a yellow.
Yeah.
It doesn't go. Looks like that's what he's doing. He's just got to hit this.
He could just hit it straight and just make sure of the white, yeah, which is what he's done, but it's okay. But again, JK can just roll this yellow, leave the white in the top rail, and that's going to put the pressure back on Phil because it's going to leave him a long pot.
Absolutely.
I think the important thing for JT is to make sure he gets the yellow out.
Well,
Yeah,
that's unfortunate. I think.
but I think it was the right shot because a lot of people would have just rolled up to the yellow and possibly not promoted the yellow.
Yeah.
Now he's put, and he's put the pressure all back on Phil. Look, that's a long shot, but I back Phil to pot this. Just depends where the white's going to go. I think naturally it's going to go over towards the right-hand middle. It might go a little bit wider. He might. I'll be looking at being aggressive here, and possibly having a look at moving that black because the angle's going over that way anyway. I think
being aggressive is the right way to go because you're going to cue better if you have a bit of power behind this shot.
Yeah, so that's a hard. See, if he played that firm, that he would have pushed over and hit that black full.
It's got to go for this, I think. I don't think there's too much of it, unless he doubles the red and screws back to the black. But I'd probably be going a roll up to the corner here and the frame.
Yep. Yeah, he's just got to pop the red because he might get beyond the pot and the safety. No, he's missed it. So yeah, he's left JT a natural shot to get over onto the black.
It's never easy when you're in this situation and it's 3-all. There's still a couple of nice pots you have to get before you can take the frame.
He's missed it.
Yeah, he's might have. Oh, I thought he was going to get the snooker there for a second. And again here, look, Phil's got to really. I really think he's got to come off a couple of rails here, but otherwise he's just going to have a tough black. But he's got to be careful not to go under the black. He might have come under
He's
it,
come
I
a bit
think.
too far. Yep.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but he's got two options. He's got a tough double to the middle, or just roll up onto the black and kill it.
Roll up and leave JT a Chinese snooker.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I don't know if JT can miss this on purpose here, or if he'd even want to, but
I think he can. The pocket's quite tight. I think he might be able to hit the jaw just before the yellow.
I guess if it does drop in, either way, he's still got a double. Looks like he's just gone for it anyway. you wouldn't want this to be the frame when it's 7-all.
No. Looks like it's quite a straight double. I back him to get this. No, he's gone wide.
Left another long pot to the corner. Not the easiest of pots.
No, especially after quite a long frame.
Oh, that's a cracking shot by Phil to go 4-3. So that was a huge break by Phil. That'll give him some confidence for the next frame.
That's 4-3 to Phil, is it?
Yeah. Just looking at some other results for this round 3. It looks like Shane Smith and Brent Hampton having an epic battle. It's 5-4 to Brent. Matt Power and Marcel, also another tight one, 3-2 to Power. Kenny's running away with it over Matt Connor, 6-1. Sid 2 looks like he's running away with it over Glenn O'Connell, 5-2. Sid Scott is currently down 5-2 to Paul Carlisle. Edmund's already beat Matt's 8-2, and Peter Madden and Jason Scott. Jason Scott's up 4-2.
So yeah, a couple of close games there. So JT's just got a massive break, and a little bit more open this time, but I think he's got the option. If he goes yellows here, he's got to go the one over the middle and promote the two.
I guess
Which
he can roll the yellow in and play the plant for the last, because he's going to take the pocket either way. Then he's not relying on too much luck.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of options. He's gotten the promotion and it's worked out.
Yeah, it's worked out perfectly. So he's got to play this shot well to make sure he's got a nice opportunity to screw up the table. He's got to reach for this one. He might have to get the jigger out, but he should be able to screw this straight back up the table. And this shot here, if he hits it too well and screws back too far, he'll be on the furthest yellow. If he underhits it, he'll have the yellow in the middle of the table. So he's played that well.
Yeah, look, he's given himself every opportunity here.
Yeah.
It's just,
but
would you roll through here for the bottom yellow, or is it too much angle?
There's too much angle. He's landed a bit awkward there. He's got to force this. I think he's got to stunt. He's got to screw back. Make sure he leaves.
If he's got the angle to come down, that's a great shot.
I don't think he's got the angle, but he should be able to just drop this in, and then pop the last yellow to the left-hand corner, obviously, and come off 2 rails, and the black in the centre. So he's
there's a lot of reds open there. If something were to go wrong, I don't think he's played that well. He may have to.
He's got to move the white around a little bit, but he's just got to come. He can check it up and run the white straight up the centre of the table, or he can come off 2 rails to the white up the centre of the table. So he's coming off 2 rails here. Yep. He's underhit it. So I don't think he can cut this. I can't see what shot he's got here actually.
Yeah, look, I don't even think he's got an opportunity here to take that top left corner pocket.
No, he can't double it.
He's really, and if he tries to cut that back, that's just going to be absolute chaos, I think.
Yeah, he could try a JT special, which I think is all he's got here.
The other option, no, it's probably not a great one, but I don't know if he can push the yellow up over the red on the top corner.
The yellow. I don't know what table you're looking at, mate. I can't see any yellows there, but are you talking about the black?
The black, there you go. This is why I'm no good at this game. Looks like he's going to cut here, Matt.
He's got it. Oh,
wow.
Wow, what a cut.
That was a big shot.
I don't even know if he feathered then. Wow, what a black to make it 4-all.
Yeah, that was huge. And to also not put any other balls in the same shot.
Mm.
It's not so much as the cut, it's making sure you don't put anything else when you do it.
I honestly didn't think the cut was on. I just had to get fucking... come off 5 rails.
Just close your eyes.
That makes it very interesting indeed. 4-all and Phil Thorp to break. It's definitely a good quality match.
They've both been breaking quite well, so...
You'll be pleased to know there's some yellows back on the table, so my commentary may make sense this game.
So yeah, another good break. Ball's well spread. I think reds are the obvious balls here, even though the yellows are quite open. But the two yellows on the right hand side near each other, they're a bit hampered by the reds. So he's just going to make the right ball selections here, and once he gets down past the centre of the table, it's just a matter of moving the white ball around.
So can you pick a winner out of these two yet, or do you think it's going to go down to the wire?
Oh, no, it's a bit too early to pick. Yep, I think JT will build a bit of confidence from that last frame. He ran the table, obviously he got out of position on the black, but and was quite lucky not to foul on the black. But so it feels he's backing himself a little bit more here, and
yeah, I'm not sure I would have taken that shot.
So he's very tentative.
Yeah.
Just after that shot, I can see JT run away with this a little bit. He's playing very tentative, Phil. I don't know why he went that ball.
There were so many options to get on that ball a bit straighter later on, but yeah, like you said, if you give JT too many chances, he's going to take them.
So JT here, he can run through off this one, and he can get on behind the two yellows nearest his hand. But he's played it short. So yeah, I would have backed JT if he ran another 3 or 4 inches and got behind one of them yellows to the top corner. I would have backed him to run out.
Yeah, I think it's always the way when you're 4-all. It just doesn't quite roll that half a ball or something. If you've got the lead, everything works out perfectly. So I think it'll come down to if anyone can get at least a 2-frame lead, because it's been neck and neck the whole way so far. 2 might be just enough to put the pressure on the other player. Yeah, he's a bit of no man's land there.
Yeah, he has got the option here to double the yellow, the two that are closest to each other, the one that's a little bit higher. He's got a pretty easy double here. That's just what he can do with the white.
Yeah.
He should be able to stun it down towards the top of the table and have a long yellow next. But he's still very hard. That's okay. He's got the yellow to the middle. Yeah, I would have played the same shot, but probably half the pace of that. A little bit more control. But really, he's just got to play this with a little bit of bottom, and he'll come off the side rail and leave himself the top yellow.
It's all going to come down to that angle on that top
Yeah.
yellow, I feel. So he can transition to his last yellow. It looks like he's got the good angle
it's
there.
nice shot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The black goes in the left-hand corner, I think. You can just run through this a little bit and leave the yellow to the centre inside the red. But I'll be more inclined to come up the table and put it to the right-hand corner. Or even come up the table a little bit further and put the second yellow in the same hole. he was a little bit straighter than I thought. I thought he could have come off the left-hand rail then out.
I can't quite see the angle on this one, but if he can roll that yellow up to the corner, he will come out nicely for the black if it's on, but I don't know if he's going to run into that red over the middle or not. Maybe he can fit a top right and cue it sweet, but not easy. Looks like he might be going the double, and he is, and he's, I think he's rushed that one a little bit, to tell you the truth.
He's getting a little bit frustrated, JT. Now, this is where it feels it's quite a simple out. He's just got to choose the right balls, but he's got to back himself here, try to build a little bit of confidence. JT's left the yellow on the rail. I think I'll be tempted to go the one over the centre here and then put the one over the hole, because then he's got a lot of balls to choose from, but he's choosing to play the plant.
Still, I'm not sure I would play that at this point. It's just, you're just hoping that everything works out too much. It has worked out, but look.
Yeah, I wouldn't have went this way, but anyway, you can come around to the left-hand side of the table, put the red near the black in
that's a
the same
great
hole.
shot. Yeah. Look, I think that's the ball he needed to get rid of pretty quickly, and I'd probably just move the black here.
Yeah, the stun into the black. Use the black to hold the white.
Yeah, look, that's a great shot. Should be fairly straightforward from here. I'd probably just roll this in and then tap off the rail a couple of inches and back to the left-hand corner.
So it looks like Phil's going to take a 5-4 lead.
Jason won't be happy with that last rush shot in that frame.
Okay, 5-4 to Phil.
I think this could be a very crucial frame, this one, Matt. I mean, look, from the rest of the match, Jason's managed to come out firing when he's been one down. But, you know, it's very important to win this one.
Yeah. This far into the match, I think a two-frame lead is a massive buffer. It gives you that opportunity to try to build some confidence and maybe go for your shots a little bit more. Yeah, so this is a crucial frame for both players.
It's a massive break by JT. It's very unfortunate that he's scratched. I think Phil's definitely got to take his time here and just make sure to get rid of a few balls and also take control. If that plant is onto the middle with the two touching yellows, there's probably a chance for even an out here. I was just saying, Matt, that JT's just scratched off the break, but if those two yellows are a plant into the middle, there's a chance for an out here.
Yeah, definitely. I don't actually think that plant's on, but if those balls are touching, I think he might be able to
squeeze them
and throw the angle.
It's definitely a huge opportunity.
He's just going to make sure he gets around this red here. Yep, he's done well. He needs a lucky kiss. Yeah, no, he's landed okay. If he can throw that plant, I'll be looking at playing that shot now.
Yeah. You can't hit it too hard. I guess that's the only problem here, and you got to make sure that you're not covering any other shots. It looks like he's not a.
Yeah, I don't.
He might be trying to screw back, take this other yellow to the corner and break.
Use the angle. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's trying to do.
So he's got a nice angle here to come off the side rail.
I wouldn't actually be surprised if this yellow does drop in if he
Yeah.
does hit this bottom one.
Yeah, he needs to come off the side rail and hit the. He needed to hit the other yellow.
I don't know if that yellow's on up to the corner, but
Yeah.
still an opportunity if it is.
Yeah, it is on.
Yeah.
So it's just one good shot. Screw down the table between the yellow and the red. Ideally, he probably wants to come down to the yellow at the top of the table. Yeah, and he's played that well. That's perfect.
That's a great shot. He's hitting him with a bit more confidence.
Yep.
At the moment. I probably wouldn't have rolled through that, but it should still be fairly straightforward.
Because these middle pockets aren't too friendly. Like he's going to want to stun this, and if he hits it too straight into the far draw, it'll pop.
Yeah, exactly.
that's right.
Yeah, you've got to. I wouldn't have rolled through and left that much distance.
No.
Would have left myself a roll it in angle, but
On the camera, that shot looked quite straightforward, which it probably was. But yeah, these middle pockets for the viewers at home are quite tight in these tables. There's not much depth in it, so you can't force it at all, especially from an angle like that.
oh well, it's kept JT in it. Still a lot of work to do, I won't lie. He's got to make sure every shot is a good one from this point on.
So it looks like he's just going to snooker behind the black here. Yep.
Again, he's killed his ball and he's left it fairly easy out here. So
yeah,
I think he's got to take a little bit more time.
Yeah, it's a little bit careless, that shot, and that could be the difference.
It's one thing to get a snooker, but when you're playing top quality players, it's got to be a snooker that they can't easily get out of or promote their ball from.
Oh, he's missed it. So yeah, JT's got a lot of work to do here, but the two shots obviously help. He's also got a starting red, but if he can't finish from here, he'll have the opportunity to at least get his balls in the open.
Yeah, look, I think he's going to screw back here and then take the red next to it.
Yep. So he actually wanted to come back further then to pot the one across the table.
You can get those dead reds, to drop in
Mm.
and keep you two. It's a good opportunity, but like you said, he's definitely not come back far enough on this one. And to be quite honest, if he doesn't get this, it's going to be hard to get a snooker after it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like he wants to go for it, but the more balls he pots, the less he's got to hide behind.
He's going to probably have to pot this same red that he's just put over the pocket and
Yeah.
go up to those two reds for a snooker.
Yeah.
It's his only chance here.
Yeah, if he gets right up that end of the table, he'll be able to separate the two reds and get a snooker. Yeah, he needs it to run.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's fine. He can play.
He might even have a plant here. I mean, I don't think I would take it, but if he does,
No, so he's played that well.
Shot.
He's made the
Fine
two
feel.
balls on.
I'm probably not even trying to get out of this.
Nah.
I'm just tapping up on that red, but taking my time to make sure I leave it as difficult as possible.
Yeah, it's quite a difficult one rail escape. I think the black's covering a little bit of the angle. He could get out of it in one rail. So it looks like we've got a result between Brent and Shane. I think Brent's got up there by the look of it.
Let's go into the scores and check it out. They both look too calm. No one looks like a loser over there. So, what have we got?
So it feels
Yeah, Brent Hampton looks like he's won that 1-8-4. That's a good win over Shane.
yeah.
Brent has been playing well for someone who doesn't play that often. He does quite well in the away comps in Geelong and Albury and whatnot.
Yeah, he's always been a solid player. Be able to step up to the occasion no matter how much time he's putting in.
I think it's that natural ability rather than the having to practice.
Yeah.
There's a few people in ACT with that.
Mm. So JT's just gone for the snooker, and he actually missed the snooker, but it managed to pot the red. and he's quite lucky because he would have left field a shot. It would have been a hard shot, but now he can.
You put this red over the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Of the snooker and
Yep.
Oh,
he's gone the
middle.
He's gone the middle.
Okay, I wouldn't have done that because I don't think that leaves you enough. Look, it covers the other red for starters, and it doesn't leave you. It gives Phil the opportunity to leave some bad angles, so JT can't transition between those reds.
Yeah, I would have separated them and put it up over the top left-hand corner.
And it's pretty much covers the only pocket the yellow goes to down there, apart from the left middle. He would have taken away another pocket.
So I don't know if Phil's just going to try to touch the yellow.
I think he's definitely just going to make sure he hits it.
He's gone there, and
he's pushed the.
Yeah.
That's
so they're here for JT to take. I think he's I think he'll take the one over the centre and come off a couple of rails to put the second red in the same hole. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I think it's very unfortunate. Phil probably should have not got out of that snooker with the force that he did. If he wouldn't have promoted any of JT's balls.
Yeah.
But I think if JT can pull this one back, that changes the whole dynamic because Phil was definitely on an out until that ball to the middle pocket.
Yeah, Phil will be kicking himself if he loses his frame. But the key is to forget about that frame, concentrate on the next one. That's going to be 5-all. Still definitely in the match. You can't dwell on the previous frame.
Absolutely.
If you do that, that's when you're going to lose your concentration and your opponent's going to run away.
We have a match on our hands again. 5-all.
5-all.
Strawberry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to start the 11th frame in this epic battle. We've now got Dan Marlowe joining me on the commentary to bring that English accent and charm along with him.
Oh, well, hello, Mr. Gamble. It's lovely to be here today.
There we go. I feel like I'm in Oxford already.
No, I'm more like Luton. The good part.
For anyone who doesn't know where Luton is, feel free to look it up. It's like the Queanbeyan of England.
Queanbeyan's like the Gold Coast compared to it. Anyway, I've not been watching this match. Well, I caught a couple of bits on the stream earlier, but I mean 5-all. It's now a race to 3. So what's the run of the Bulls been like?
Look, I think it's been an interesting one. I honestly think that the frames each player has won, it was the other player's frame to take, and they've managed to claw it back. For a while there, it looked like Phil was going to run away with it, and then Jason clawed back. So, look, it's definitely anybody's game at this point. I do still think that Phil is being a little bit more tentative. Jason's having more of a go, and sometimes that can favour you, but it doesn't take much for a bad roll of the balls and it to go the other way, as we all know.
JT's, I mean, I wouldn't say he's got one style, and that's attack. But it's his main approach, isn't it? If the balls are there, he'll like to take them on. There's nothing worse than playing safe and then not getting another visit to the table. So I think JT's the kind of guy who's going to take that opportunity if it's there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the other thing, he doesn't show much fear, JT. Even if he's feeling it, he doesn't show it. And I think Brent's just got an important phone call. Hopefully it's not the call. He's already denying it. All right, it looks like he's probably going to have to go yellows here, I'd say, but he's got that. There's a tough one up on the top rail, but he might be able to get on that straight away with a bit of top right.
Yeah.
I can't see. I mean, I like the Reds, but I just can't see a starting ball except the long one to the bottom corner.
There's not a great opener unless he could take that red to left centre and just pop through those 2 yellows for the next red. But yeah, I think this is going to be yellows. We'll see.
He's definitely giving it the time it deserves. But it looks like he's opted for Reds, Dan. That surprises me. And he is taking a long one to the corner.
Oh, wow.
I think the trouble
Moneyball.
with this is, you have to get it. Look, I'd definitely be taking yellows here, no doubt in my mind.
I said one thing I can guarantee, JT's going to go yellows for sure.
He has opened up the Reds a little bit now, so JT's just going to be thinking about that yellow on the top rail, but yeah, it's definitely the right shot.
Yeah,
He's just
good shot.
underhit it a bit.
Yeah,
But,
bit of check side to bring the wide across. He's been unlucky.
if he had another couple of inches, and that's what's been happening, Dan. There's been great pull, but 1 or 2 shots in between that just don't roll that extra half a ball, and it's keeping each player on their toes and the score tied.
Well, I mean, I've not played on this match table, but the 2 matches I played yesterday, I noticed that the table one ran a lot quicker than the other. So it was going from one match to the other. It was quite hard because I'd suddenly underhit, and so I'd start hitting balls harder. So,
It's gone the double.
look at that!
It's probably a good shot too, because you guarantee to promote your ball, and you're leaving Phil a tough shot. Even rolling that red into the middle here is not a shot I'd like to be taking.
Yeah, not off the rail, but I think remember, Phil plays for Matildas out of Belconnen Labour Club, the highest cushions on any table in the world.
Yeah, you can't actually play a shot. You have to concede if the white's on the rail there, I've heard. I think, so yeah, Phil would probably, in comparison to the Labour Club, he can see 3/4 of that white ball when it's on the rail here.
I think I miscue every single frame I play there.
And if you're not on the rail, you get the light of 1,000 suns coming through that window. It's like trying to play with a high beam on a truck coming at you. That's a great shot by Phil, though.
Yeah,
like
that's
he
good.
really needed to get that. Those yellows were there for the taking if he'd missed. Now he's just got to give this the time it deserves and transition from ball to ball. Unfortunately, I think the red on the bottom rail is going to be his last ball, which is not ideal. But
No,
it's
as long as he gets enough angle on it so he doesn't have to force it too much and come up the table, should be okay.
I think that's worked out okay here.
Yep.
He's just got to make sure he can top through and get onto that red to the middle, unless he takes it first and leaves a tighter angle to the top red. But he's definitely got options, and that's what you want at this point.
I mean, he's had a few years out of the game. Obviously, he's a quality player, and he's been state team umpteen times. And then, he's been back, 2 years, or maybe even less than that?
Yeah, look, he's probably, played. He's been a bit unlucky the last couple of years in the trials and hasn't done well. But, he definitely was making teams before that. He even played for Australia once as a reserve. And that's no easy feat, shooting a high percentage at the Nationals over a couple of consecutive years and getting that option. Whether it's reserve or not, it's not easy to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's always been a really solid player, pretty dependable, and I think the longer he's been back, the more dependable he's been. So, but we've got a race to 3 now, so it's a short match now. Yeah, he just lost control there a little bit, and now he's got a really tough cut.
Yeah, look, he's got an option here. He can either cut it or he can play half ball, and just promote it and leave the wide on the bottom rail and leave JT not much. But you go the cut, you're coming up the table and you leave everything on.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a pearler, and he's been super unlucky to kill his red with that yellow.
That is the cut of the day, but to have that land like that is just heartbreaking.
I think he may as well just close his eyes and hit it hard now, because that luck's gone against him now. It's a really nice shot.
Just looking at some other scores, Dan, and it looks like Matt Power and Michael Massal 4-all. They're having a battle.
I was just watching that. I was just watching that match, and they had a long tactical one for about 20 minutes, where Massal pretty much every pocket covered. But it's a pretty tight one. Matt was 4-2 up, so Massal's coming back into it now.
He looks like he's dripping in sweat, Mr. Massal over there. We might need to turn the air cons on for him. It looks like Kenny's already defeated Matt Connor 8-2. Kenny has been playing well. Situ's up 6-3 over Glenn. And another tight one. Looks like Sid's coming back into it. He's down 6-5 to Paul Carlisle, but I think he was down 4-2. So, and it looks like Jason Scott is on the hill against Peter Madden 7-2.
Oh, and that's solid by Jason. He'll be chuffed with that. Yeah,
look, he's been putting a lot of time in lately, and definitely he's very keen on the game, so hopefully it just keeps improving.
However, I don't want to speak too soon. He's 7-2 up, and there were some good comebacks yesterday. A lot of 8-7 results yesterday as well.
Oh, look, absolutely. Yesterday was crazy. It was fun to watch. I mean, I was part of one of the matches, and it's not fun when you're out there in it, but watching the other people go through the stress, I don't mind that. But look, I played Jed, and as far as I'm concerned, he was the better player on the day. The score didn't reflect that. He lost the match, but he played out of his skin. He actually played very well.
When you're on the losing side of an 8-7 or a 7-6, if you lose by one frame, you're always thinking about that one shot, that one black that you rattled or you got the wrong side of. Because I had an 8-7 win yesterday against Neil Whitbread, and at 7-all, I couldn't help but think about, if this goes against me, there was one black in frame 2, 6 inches out the pocket, and I jawed it. And I'm thinking, that was the black. That was the black. You just hope you don't get the wrong side of it and have to think about that one shot. But
it's definitely hard to put it out of your mind. I think looks like JT's pretty straightforward. Couple of pots here to go up 6-5. I think that was Phil's frame, and he gave it away. And I think that's what's happening. Each match has been the other players to take.
The thing is though that when you're playing someone like JT, who's just very comfortable when the balls are there to clear up, it then puts you on. You've got to go on the front foot because you think, well, I've got to take this on because otherwise, if I let him come to table, then he's going to do the business. So it changes the way that you play. So instead of maybe being defensive there and developing that ball that was on that red that was on the cushion and leaving the safe white, he's thinking, no, I've got to go for it, and he did, and he was unlucky because it killed his other ball. But then it makes you have to go for those outs that maybe aren't there on other occasions.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, it was very unlucky to cut that ball in and kill the other one. Like, it was a huge cut, but I still stand by. I would have played that half ball, left the wide on the bottom rail. It's very important to keep your opponent under pressure out there. And that cut to me was a 1 or 2 out of 10. So going for that, he was always, the odds weren't in his favour. But again, to kill it was extremely unlucky. It's heartbreaking.
See, for me, when I'm at this stage in the match, if I'm JT here, I'm thinking this is a really big frame because suddenly it gives you that little bit of comfort. You know, you're on the hill, puts massive pressure on Phil. And it's a good break as well. Haven't seen too many dry breaks from these guys. But
yeah, they're definitely... look, they look like they're all there again. I mean, there's a bit of work to do. The
Reds are begging for it, aren't they?
Yeah, the Reds are the bowls here, and JT's just nominated Reds. I think it's the two near the black that are hardest to transition to.
Yep.
But he might have a shot here to leave that. He'll leave that one to the corner maybe and promote some of these.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
use that as
if
a
he does
recovery.
decide to just pop that black out into a little bit of space, he's got plenty of options to do it and still leave a shot, but he doesn't need to. I think the red next to black runs underneath that bottom left yellow as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. He may even clear it now and get it right out of the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Stun straight into that yellow.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's all about just getting the correct angle from here. And that looks pretty good to me.
Absolutely.
He's cleared it right out of there. I'm not sure how straight he is, but he's looking to see if that red passes the yellow in the bottom left. I don't think it does. That'd probably be the shot here if it did. If he is straight on that red to the middle, he's got to screw back and take the lower of the three reds into the bottom right corner pocket. If he can get on that straight, then that he can transition. Oh, he's gone the other way.
Come underneath it.
He's come underneath.
As long as he's not got too much angle, he can still hold for the red to the middle.
Yeah. Now look, we watched Phil do this a couple of frames ago for a run out, and these middle pockets at that angle are fairly tight. So I probably would have gone the other way, but if he can roll this in, it's game, set, match.
Yeah, and that's always a risk because with the little bit of angle that was on that red, he's you know, he doesn't want to give it too much pace and obviously, you know, kill the shot on the next red. But as a result, he's had to hit it with almost pocket weight, and it can roll off. And you know, if you don't get it exactly right, that's exactly what happens. You draw it.
Yeah.
I hate those. I want to play those quite confidently, but if you've got the angle on it, then you've got to do that.
Yeah, I definitely think if he screwed back from the middle, the shot prior, Phil's tried to promote those two and unfortunately made it worse. But
I think he's trying to set up a future plan. That's what he's done there, but he's been unlucky.
I think his only option now is to roll this yellow bottom left corner and then promote that plant that's there and sneak a JT. So just bounce off the rail, come over to the right, graze off that bottom of the two yellows. He's trying to promote them again. Very confident.
That's great.
Very confident.
Good shot. Yeah, I mean, you can either, you know, try and promote them and finish it at this visit, or you go safe and you use those to get a snooker. But you almost certainly know that your first shot is going to be wasted, so you might as well develop them when you have the opportunity, which he did.
Look, he's He's got, I think the yellow that was remaining from that plan he promoted is the toughest one to get on at the moment. I think he's trying to get on that now.
Oh,
but
okay. He's just
he hasn't caused much trouble here.
No, wasn't too much pressure on that one.
It seemed like a bit of a mad rush of blood to the head on that shot. He jumped up and.
Yeah, well, he knew he had to get the white back in the middle of the table, and it wasn't masses of angle on it, so he's hitting it a bit hard, and he probably needed to, and he stood up through the shot as well. And I'm sure if he watches his back, he'll realise exactly what he did. We've all done it.
I don't know if that red goes to the middle, but if not, if I was JT, I'd be grazing off that red near the black and coming back across to the black.
Ordinarily, I'd say that's an uncuttable red, but I've seen JT cut 91 degrees, so.
Looks like he's having a go. You just don't know where that white's going to go off those. That's the only trouble. He could get behind those yellows.
Oh, that's a fantastic cut. And
that's the trouble, so you don't know where it's going.
Yeah, you called it. I think I would have been inclined to, if I was going to play that cut, play really pacey, so that obviously those three yellows are going to be catchers, and I just want to hopefully get a chance of popping out.
You just don't want to rely on luck too much in the, when it's 6-5, and I think there I would have put the pressure back on Phil. But in saying that, all JT's got to do here is play a nice enough shot to roll up onto that red, and Phil's in a lot of trouble, but he's got to be careful to get the pace right, or he's going to leave a foul snooker.
I'm not sure if he can just play a straight W, or he needs to put a touch of right on this. I can't quite tell from here.
I can't see the angle from here either, but yeah, definitely he has to get this right, a real foul snooker. Yeah, it's a good shot. It's a little bit unlucky that he's left a yellow on there, but JT, I think, will be happy enough that he's hit that.
I'd rather hit that shot too hard and put the white out than not hard enough and not hit the ball. So, play percentages.
Phil's got a bit of work to do here, and it's always hard when you're a frame behind. But he's just got to hold his head and string them together. That's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot, and there's no pressure on him now. I mean,
he's got to make sure he hits this plant so he doesn't kill the yellow, the first yellow that he's hitting onto it. But look, it looks like he should be okay. But if he gets that yellow on the left, he's going to kill it. And that's the trouble.
That's always the way. You know it's going to follow that first ball unless there's an angle on it. And I mean, when I saw those before he played that long yellow, I saw those three yellows clustered, and I thought perfect opportunity for a snooker if he wants it and just get a little bit of surety. I mean, I appreciate the fact he's had a go, but now this is what can happen. So now
I'd be promoting my dead ball here and trying to snooker JT. No, if you snooker JT, even there, you're leaving yourself too many hard shots. You get the dead ball out and snooker him. You put the pressure on. Now JT's just got to graze off that red, bounce off the bottom rail, back up onto the black, or even leave it on the bottom rail.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I think he's giving him the opportunity to put him under pressure too much.
Yep, I agree.
JT's just got to make sure he doesn't kill that red here. If
yeah,
he
that's
gets
right.
a good white, he'll be okay. And that's what he's done. He's grazed off it. He's tried to come down to the bottom rail. It's a bit unfortunate. I think Phil's got the perfect opportunity here to probably half bowl that dead one and go up the table.
Yep.
He's just got to hit the right pace.
Well, he's
gone
tight.
tight.
It looked like a snooker shot there.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't have hit anything that hard. It's a great shot.
Yeah.
You're relying on
you've got to get
pinpoint accuracy.
The top just right.
Yeah, that's the top, the pace. You got to hit the right part of the yellow. It's worked out brilliantly.
Oh, she's played it really well.
But and hitting something that hard too, you don't know if you're going to kill the yellow. You're just getting out. So.
Oh, is it a JT special?
He's gone for the special.
He's gone for the snooker? No.
He's left it fairly awkward here. Like, it looks easy on the camera, but
yeah,
if he's left it so that if he doesn't roll this yellow in, he's probably going to leave JT a pretty easy finish, and he'll have that in his mind.
The nice thing is, unless he got unlucky sitting behind or hampered by that red, he was. Well, actually, I was thinking if the white had not come across as far, then he'd just be able to pocket weight that yellow and not leave JT too much, or a really tough red anyway. But now he's got to commit to this. Ouch.
Oh,
Actually, it's a good white.
Look, I think JT's just going to go the double here. I don't think there's a cut. And if you go the double, you're on the black and you take a 2-frame leg. You just got to take your time and have a go at it. Double to the corner.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling.
Yeah.
There's no real safety here. And, you know, these doubles to the corner, you should probably back yourself 4 or 5 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I think even JT probably couldn't cut this one. I wouldn't want to. The red to the corner, you've got 2 centre pockets to catch the white. Oh, you called it.
He's had a go. I mean, look, I would have done the same.
Yep.
I think you don't want to die wondering at certain parts of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
So Phil's just got to make sure he hits this sweet enough and comes back. And he's done perfect.
Yep,
That's a great
perfect.
shot. Looks like we're in for a 6-all. And again, I hate to keep saying it, Dan, but I think that was actually Jason's match.
Yeah,
Phil
that's
took
right.
it.
In fact, I mean the you know from 5-all, as when I jumped onto the mic here, it's been frames that should have been taken by the opposite player. So yeah. Anyway, there's
There was a guest appearance by Brent Hampton.
the hamster. He's in a good mood at the moment, given his result a little bit earlier against Shane Smith.
Yeah, look, that was a good win over Shane. Shane's in form. He's top of the Div 1 stats, and he won the Divisional 1 championships last year. He's been playing well, so to lose 8-4, Brent must have played out of his skin. And Brent also got Anthony Chia 8-4 yesterday, which is no easy fit. I know Anthony had a migraine, but, you know, I still watch Brent do some outs and pot some great balls, so you can't take anything away from him.
Yeah, he's such a fluent player as well. When he starts getting a head of steam, he's kind of hard to stop.
Yeah, he's definitely a momentum player. I don't know if it's ever been done before, Dan, but I'm enjoying commentating on these two so much I might have to forfeit my match to Noble.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, I'm sure the tournament director would approve of that. So, heard little rumblings of an idea yesterday by Kenny. Something never been done before, and this is miking up players. So,
Yeah,
like
look,
they're doing the 2020.
I saw that on the Facebook post, and I reckon that'd be great.
Great.
Because you can know what's going on in their mind rather than what we're guessing at and getting wrong 70% of the time, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, back to the action here, and it looks like JT's on yellows. Obviously, another one of those frames where there's at least one dead ball and a bit of work to do.
Yeah, he's got work to do. He's obviously got the blacks tied up with that yellow and the red. So he's going to try and break these open at some point.
Yeah, I think he might even try to do it
Yeah,
now.
I think he
It
will.
looks like a bit of a tight angle, but yeah, it is doable. No. That's a pretty good shot, though, to take that pocket. He's hit the pace right. Look, I think Phil's got to start working on that group of balls up the top now. I'd probably take the top red out of the 4, across to the corner and slowly pick them
bring the
off.
white back down.
Yeah,
It looks like a bit of a line-up to me.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing. And I think you've got to do that now while there's still a dead ball. Oh, he hasn't.
Oh,
He's
okay.
forcing JT into the
Okay,
pot. Okay.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes this works your way. I've had situations where I've, for example, played that pot and missed it, and I'm spearing that I've missed it, but then it puts the other player on the front foot. They think, okay, I'm going to clear, and then when I go to break the ball out, they're not successful, and suddenly I'm back in, with a better looking table. Okay, it's using a bit of chance there, but sometimes you need that.
I just thought, in that circumstance, he could have gone the pot and still left it tight.
Yeah, for sure.
But like you said, it all comes down to maybe he wanted JT to pot that yellow, but he's just letting him take control down here. He's gained control back at the top. Oh,
okay.
that's a bit
I mean,
harsh.
I think JT almost would have been happy if that had just sat in the jaws then, given that he's just killed his yellow. But
Yeah, look, I think this is going to go for a while. This frame now. There's not much you can do here. I mean, JT can roll this yellow into the middle, and then he can play the other yellow into the red near the bottom left, full ball, which will leave his ball over the pocket and bounce the red around safe onto the left-hand rail.
Yep.
But he's not doing that. He's going to go. Yeah, see, I think that just leaves the opportunity to Phil run up the table and snooker JT now.
yeah, that's right. And suddenly,
I don't think I would have cleared it out just yet. Not at 6-all. Would have. That's what he's done, and it looks like he's.
the white's just run a bit too
Yeah,
far.
I don't think he'll care because I don't think JT's going to want to move that yellow that he can see in any case. It's probably better not to snooker him.
Having said that, I mean, at this stage, Phil's reds are not eminently clearable, you know.
No, but he's
So
giving
it's-
him a chance to snooker him again with the reds open.
Yeah.
But like you said, he's got to hit this right. But yeah, JT's definitely attacking. Every shot is attacking. You got to be careful here too. He's going to leave him safe at the top, I think. But yeah, you got to be careful with the white and not to kill your ball. Might have paid off for JT being so attacking.
So we've just had a little bit of technical advice from one of our viewers. Thanks, our Moi Moi. Colin will take your advice and speak more closely into the mic.
That's a great shot by JT. Hopefully he can see that top of the two yellows. It was probably something I was doing on purpose there, Dan, because I don't like the sound of my own voice.
Yeah, well, we've got 29 viewers at the moment. I'm sure they'd agree.
It's good to have backup.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that Anne's watching this. I don't know why she'd be interested in this match in particular, but there we go.
I think she'd see enough of this guy at home. Oh, that's a great shot.
That
is a really good shot.
At that pace, that's very confident.
Yeah, look, that only just went. Wow. Well, look, attacking definitely paid off for.
So breaking that yellow out off the black early paid dividends there.
I definitely think that Phil thought that he had JT tied up enough, and he didn't put in the attention that was required there to keep control of that frame.
That's right.
Looks like the players are having a short break.
Yeah.
Come back in with with Jason on the
might
hill.
change the scores though.
Okay, folks, it looks like Jason to break, and he's on the hill. So this will be Phil's last opportunity, I think, to claw his way back.
Yeah, Phil won't be happy that JT's got, well, I'd say not be happy that he's got the break, but he's just put the whites in, so. It's, I tell you what, look at that. That's the worst thing when you break them open and they're as beautiful as that, and you've got ball in hand. Those regs are just begging to be cleared up, aren't they?
Again, I think, look, he's taking a shot here, which you got to make sure of this because it's easy, but to these middles,
he's pulled the jaw on the way in.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's probably the right shot, but to these middles, as a starting ball, and he's definitely going to attack back. He's not leaving anything over the pockets or anything.
Yeah,
I mean, that wouldn't have been a good transition ball for the black as the last one, but it was a bit of insurance.
I thought it was a little bit straight on that, but
that's perfect.
Yeah, that's lovely.
No, that's perfect.
So he's dealt with the reds at the top of the table. Now he's coming down for the bottom half. How are you going to link these up?
Oh, look, I think the problem here with the yellow he just bumped into is covered the red to the middle, which would have made it a little bit easier. I'm honestly probably taking the red over the middle because it's not the easiest ball to get onto and screwing down under those two yellows. But he's going to take this one first. It's probably the common sense shot, that one. I would have just gone the other way because I hate trying to get on those balls.
What, he's going to
screw
up the table, put the white somewhere between those two reds?
Yeah, there's a lot of distance to get right here, and that's what I mean. He's hit that well. And again, he's going to probably take the red to the corner, but he's got to make sure he's got angle on that red to the middle to get on the black. That's why I wouldn't have left it till last. It's not easy to do, but a couple of good shots here, and it could be 7-all. Nice.
Oh no, he's just tightened up there. He's thinking all about the cue ball to make sure he gets good position on that last red for the black to the corner, and that's what happens. So now it's all up to Jason to see what he can do. There's some work here to do. He's got his two yellows tied up on the left.
Yeah, look, I think you can't afford to miss shots like that when you're 6-7 down, and it's just going to give Jason the confidence he needs.
Yeah, straight away.
He's just not.
And he's already looked at the two yellows onto the red into the middle.
Look, he's got the plant, and he's got a chance here to screw back and take the yellow in between the gap between the black and the thing. He's not doing that, but at least he has options. He's just got to be careful here that he doesn't put that red up onto his yellow on the top rail. These guys haven't been too lucky when moving balls around in this match, so he's just got to take care of the pot first, but make sure he doesn't kill that yellow. And he might have killed it. No,
I think it's good.
Slowed down. The trouble with this is he can only roll this if he screws it back.
Yeah, that's right.
No, look, he's just got the confidence.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You want to take that one at that stage, but you've got to give it a little bit of pace to get back for the yellow to the right centre.
He's just
got it quite a good angle.
Yeah, he's just got to roll through on this a little bit to leave the angle to the top corner, which I think he's done perfectly.
Yep.
And now he's just got to stun across. So he's not 100% happy. He could have gone through a little bit more on that, but I think this angle makes the pot easier. And it gives him good angle for the last yellow to get down to the black.
Oh, no.
He's missed.
He's hit that a little bit thin.
He's very fortunate not to have left Phil on that top red here, because Phil's probably just going to have to touch that red and put it in the pocket without potting it.
Do you think maybe he tried to steal the pocket a little bit just to get a better white that would maybe cover that red in case he missed? I mean, I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, I think he's forced it, and just if he gets that, it's unlucky.
Oh,
yeah, that's very unlucky. Look,
I'm spewing that he potted that.
Yeah,
I'd say if that was the black, there's no way that would drop. But
Yeah, they
Of
never
course.
go for me when they're that tight. I'd put a lot of bottom on this, and I would be screwing back down the left-hand side of the table. You just got to hope your red lands in a good position, and that's what he's done.
Oh yeah, he's
screwed
done well
back
to
down,
avoid those yellows.
and he hasn't. It's not the worst result, but I'm not sure if Jason can just touch the back of the two yellows and snooker Phil. But even if he does that, he's leaving two dead yellows.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah, if he does that, he can't play at any pace
he
at all.
might play the yellow to the corner off the other yellow because
Yep.
it gets them both out, and he's done that.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
great
nice
shot.
because he's left Phil hampered here.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
He's
If,
left him
if
hampered.
Phil rolls this into the corner, pocket weight, and sits behind the black and pots it, then fair play to him. But that
Yeah.
is tough.
And the good thing here is he's leaving Jason an angle on the ball in the pocket that he can't really hold for that last yellow.
Ooh, it was a good try. Although he didn't have a black, but
Yeah, see, he's left the angle here where Jason has to
Yeah.
hit this pocket weight. Not an easy shot. He's lucky that red stayed in the open.
to the top left yellow from here, it doesn't look like it cuts. But even if it did, he's going up and down to get back to the yellow. I mean, I'd probably look at playing the top right yellow and doubling it down, leave the white on the top cushion, and if I can get it in between the yellow and the red. Oh no, he thinks
He's
he
going
can
to
cut
go
this.
to... He could definitely pot it. He's played
Okay.
the drag shot.
Oh, he's done
It's a
very
good
well
shot. I mean, I think that's the best you could hope for with
Yeah.
that angle.
there. I thought it was closer to the cushion than it was, but he played that well.
I think he'll have to come down for the double off this one. I don't think there's many other options here unless he can hit it soft enough for the corner. If he does hit it soft enough for the corner, he can leave it dead.
Oh, look at that.
He's missed. He did come down for the double. But I mean, look, again, there's so much work to do here for Phil.
Yeah, that's
he's
right.
he's got to
almost
get this
straight on
double, or it's...
Oh, he's tried to pop it.
Oh.
That's a great shot.
It's
It's a real shame for Phil that the top right pocket's not available, but he's got.
I
He's
think
got a
I'd be
big
trying to
middle
cut
pocket.
this into the middle, but
Yeah,
you've got to
I
be
s-
careful
yeah.
of the in-off as well.
Yeah,
But yeah, you just got to focus and have a go at this point.
that's right.
Not easy. Be very interesting if it goes to 7-all here. Oh, he's hit that well.
Oh, very good. Well, ladies
That's
and
a great
gentlemen.
shot. The room's in uproar here. 7-all.
The room's gone very quiet. People have stopped their respective matches. They're all watching this one. Well.
Well, both on the hill. It's going to be very interesting.
So, tell me, Colin, who's feeling the pressure now? I mean, we've got JT, the reigning state champion, against Phil, who's, playing good pool and coming back into it. Good player. Obviously, Phil's the underdog. Probably he wouldn't have expected to be at 7-all at this stage, but
Yeah, look, I mean, I've seen some nerves from both players. I mean, to be quite honest, the most nerves I've seen were from Jason in that frame, but every other frame, Phil's been the nervy one. But that black might give Phil confidence. I just think it's going to come down to the break and the roll of the balls at this point. And he's scratched. I'm just having a quick
that's
glance at
the
the
one thing you
table.
don't want to do.
Yeah, look, there's still a lot to do here, though.
It's true.
I
I mean, if you're going to put the wide in, you want to hope that you've killed some balls, you've got some on cushions, and there's work to do. You don't want him to just clean up from here.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, after that break, I'd rather be in Jason's shoes, that's for sure. But yeah, the red on the black, the red between those other two yellows down the bottom, I think, yeah, Jason's definitely going to go yellows here.
I
But
like
but
yellows.
it's just the black's dead. And there's obviously that yellow on the rail near that left-hand middle is tough, but yellows are the bowls. But it depends how far into this Jason gets, because those reds are there for the taking as well. If he does open, which he's going to probably open very soon, open that black, then he's got to make sure of the frame.
What do you think? Is he just going to lay this one over the pocket, get a
I
bit
would
of surety?
I would definitely go the pot, but if it stays in the pocket, it's good as well. 'Cause you'd be happy for that to go in. But that's, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of insurance there, but
There's definitely, yeah, like I said, the roll of the balls, it's definitely JT's favourite at this point if I was a betting man. But I've seen anything happen in this game.
I wonder if the red closest to the cue ball slides past that yellow towards the bottom right corner pocket.
Yeah, look, he's trying to get down here and cause a bit of mess.
He wants to get that pocket for
and
sure.
look at that. I mean,
Oh,
that's a great shot.
That is a good shot. Well, it just added 20 minutes to this game.
Yeah, that's a quality shot at this point in the match. You just got to keep doing that too. Just keep edging away and trying to wear your opponent down.
Yeah, and I think he's got to clear that at the earliest opportunity.
And now
but
Jason's put
look
his
at
red.
yellow.
Yeah, he's put his yellow up near the reds, and
Yeah, JT will be spewing about that. Two shots ago, look, you probably look favourite in this frame, and suddenly, well, it's almost a coin toss at this stage.
I think Phil's taking this up to the corner, which is exactly what I would do. Get rid of those tough balls, promote them, and that's a great shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
That's a great shot. He's not left much on there at all. I think JT might try to get his ball out.
Yeah, I mean, if I was yellows now, I'd want to get that yellow out the earliest opportunity. But of course, he's got to get up there first. You've got a little bit of surety in that you've got the reds on the black and the lower left red. You're going to have to get behind it to put it to the middle or anywhere else.
I think he's coming down to the bottom right-hand corner here.
If he can get this pocket, then
yeah, this is going to be a crucial shot. It's a smart shot, but he won't even care too much if he pots that red that's in the pocket off this. But he needs to make sure if he does this that he gets it spot on.
Yeah, it looks like the white going to ricochet. Oh
no, he hasn't gone under. He's gone the double.
Wow.
Okay.
I think maybe he was worried that the natural angle was going to ricochet that white off the red and back onto the other red. And looked like he would have had a very good chance of fouling, and thinking he doesn't want to give two away at this stage because it would have given Phil the shot in hand to break his ball open. Yeah,
it's a great match to watch. I'm glad it's not me out there at 7-all. I've gone through that enough this weekend.
Well, whoever gets this one, they're going to have to earn this win because there's work to do. By colours here. Oh wow, he's just demonstrated his cue power there. He can definitely screw that cue ball back.
I think he was trying to break the black out there, but again,
yeah.
You don't want to be playing. He's going to play this no gear, but you don't want to be playing shots where you smash the white and hope for the best. Everything's got to have a purpose, you know. Even if he hit those balls, he was going to kill the black down onto Jason's yellows. Oh, that looked close.
That looked close to me as well.
Yeah,
I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking at the table, and
yeah, it's hard to tell from that. Almost looked like a
could tell
foul.
it looked like it might have been cushion ball, not ball cushion, but
Jason doesn't seem to have batted an eyelid, so
yeah, that's fine.
Maybe it's
they're closer to it, but that one's definitely a foul. So obviously Phil's going to waste a shot here.
Yeah, it's a shame he doesn't have a fine angle off that red to go up and break into the black here, but Jason's played it too well.
That's exactly why Jason's left it there. If you're going to waste a shot, you want to really make them waste it, not give them the opportunity to break the balls out.
Yeah, it looks like he's played that well. I just talking to Brent Noble, who was looking at the replay, and he believes, looking at the replay, that was a foul from Phil a couple of shots ago. But I guess it's too late now. Not much can be done.
mean, I guess the problem Phil has here is, he's got a few ways he can play this, but as soon as he commits to clearing that red out of the black, he's going to have to get behind that red on the left as well to make it potable, and it's all going to be open and available for Jason. So when he really goes for it, he's going to have to go 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I wouldn't have played that plant then. I probably would have taken the red over the bottom right corner and come up to break the black, because he's really got to get that out, because the red to the left of the table, that's a tough red to get on. It's a very tough red to get on.
I think he might be looking at it now, playing this red to the corner, coming off half ball, maybe at right hand side, and just coming back across behind it. He's looking to see if it goes to the bottom right corner pocket.
He's got to be very careful with that, because I still believe if he breaks into that the wrong way, he's going to kill that black down in amongst the yellows. He's probably not going to pot this.
He's just going to lay it up.
And I probably wouldn't do that either. I mean, you're leaving Jason that yellow to the centre, and you're giving him a chance to promote his dead ball, where you've still got your ball dead against the black. I think Jason's going to have a go from here. Oh, he's missed that, and he might be breaking that ball out. Oh, definitely makes it more interesting.
Oh, this game's getting more interesting as time goes on.
Just going back into the other results at the moment, it looks like Matt Power has taken a 7-5 lead over Masal. Situ 7-5 over Glenn. 7-all obviously on this table, and the other matches are completed.
Okay, so clearly Phil there is covering the option for JT to play his rightmost yellow down to the corner pocket and win that pocket. I'd say it, Colin, you're the kind of player who would be able to get that yellow in behind that red and take the pocket.
I'm not sure I'm that kind of player. If it was out a little bit more, maybe. I think, look on the other table, I think Matt Powers just defeated Masal. They've got a tough draw, those guys. There we go. So he's promoted his ball out a little here. It's definitely the type of frame you want when it's 7-all. Very interesting.
Well, there's not an easy out. He's going to have to break that red off the black.
Look, to be quite honest with you here, I would be probably taking the red in the top right-hand corner pocket, and then I'd be playing a foul with the red on the left into the yellow on in the pocket, because it covers every option.
That's right.
And again, hitting balls that hard, you're hoping for a bit like... I know what's going to happen here, though. He's going to
lost that pocket now.
Well, look, he's got a chance to win from here if the angle's right. So all he has to do, he plays the plant right to the top corner with top and tries to run into the black and the reds, and then he's got frame, but it's tough. And he's got to hope that when he does get the plant into the top corner, that red sits okay for him. So it's what he's doing. He's got to put lots of top, hit it smooth. He's got a chance here. He's hit it soft. He's
He's trusting the table here. Well.
He probably would have... that was probably a great shot, actually, because he got perfect angle on that red to the corner to break the balls out too.
Yeah, that's true. The question here is, JT, he's happy to play patient, but at some stage he's going to have to tackle that yellow and black. I don't know if he can get... I don't think the yellow goes to the right centre with an angle to pop the black out in a shot.
I think he can play the... Yeah, I think he can play the plant here with left and then come across and breaking them. But again, you've got to hope that you hit it right. It looks pretty good. Nah, he's
No.
just a bit unlucky there.
Nah, that's right. What's he going to do with that yellow on the right now?
Look, I think again, he's got the plant of the yellow, and he's going to come up. So
behind the yellow?
behind the black.
Yep.
So I think he's going to come between the yellow and the red plant and come up the table.
Come up behind the black.
But even then, that's extremely tough. You hit that black and you're killing everything. You go past it, you don't have a yellow.
There's a small window.
It's just
and if he plays it to break them instead of get position, then you're in the lap of the poor gods. So
yeah, look, it's tough from here. I definitely wouldn't want to be in this situation. He's gone the breakout,
poor gods.
and he's got it.
Is that a JT special we've just seen there?
Yeah, look, that's what I would have done. I would have. You have to.
I tell you what, he's gambled there and he's won. He's played that. He's had the right intent there.
Yeah.
He's gone to break them open, but you just hope that you get a result like that. And fair play.
He doesn't want to die wondering, and he. Ooh, that could be a little bit.
Oh, he doesn't really like the angle on this.
I mean, look, you'd still back him from here, but that looks a little bit straight.
Yeah, it does.
Kenny's coming in with the easy comment here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, look, that's pretty good.
Well, he's if this drops, it's a hard-earned victory, especially in this last frame as well. That was a good shot to break those balls open.
Well, there you go.
And,
JT has a chance of retaining.
Unlucky Phil. Great match though, all the way. Anyway, ladies and gents, thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next one.